Now we go to the 5 transporting points, characteristics, and functions. Now we have here the table for the characteristics and function of the 5 transporting points. For the description on the spiritual axis, chapter 1, the well points, Qi goes out in the spring, Qi is swift and slips. For the spring point, Qi pours. For the river, Qi moves, goes, and the sea point, Qi enters. Other description for the well, like spring head, Qi of channel, comes out, Qi is small, superficial. For the spring point, minute trickle from a spring, Qi begins to flow, Qi flows swiftly. To the stream point, like water flowing from a surface to depth, Qi irrigates the body. For the river points, like water freely flowing in a river, Qi flowing in the channel, Qi is bigger. For the sea points, like many river streams returning to the sea, Qi of channel comes to an end. Qi is vast and deep. It comes together. For the spiritual axis, chapter 2 and chapter 6, the well points are the points of departure of Qi. For the spring, point of convergence. For the stream points, point of entry of pathogenic factors. For the river points, it is the concentration point. For the sea point, Qi joins body circulation. For the classic of difficulties, chapter heart, mental irritation. Spring points are hot sensation, heat diseases. Stream is for heaviness of the body, painful joints, painful obstruction syndrome. River points is breathlessness, coughing, feeling hot and cold, lung diseases. The sea points are the rebellious Qi, diarrhea, digestion, diseases of young organs. For the spiritual axis, chapter 44, the well points are when yin organs are affected, spring, when illness manifests on complexion. For the stream points, when illness characterized by amelioration and aggravation. We use river points when illness reflects in the voice, and we use sea points for stomach diseases. In spiritual axis, chapter 4, we use spring for the exterior diseases, young channel, the stream for exterior diseases, young channel, and we use sea points for interior diseases, young organs. Spiritual axis, chapter 6, we use spring points for yin organ, yin channels. We use stream points for yin organs, yin channels, and river points for sinews and bones, and the sea points for skin and muscles. The 5 transporting points according to the 5 elements, tonification and drainage points according to the mother-child relationship. Use of element points to expel relevant pathogenic factors. The 5 transporting points to expel pathogenic factors: wood is for the wind, fire for heat or fire, earth for dampness, metal none, and water for cold. We can now summarize the action of the 5 transporting points according to the various perspectives explored above. The well points for the classic of difficulties, for fullness under the heart, mental restlessness, anxiety. Chapter 44 of spiritual axis, well points is to treat yin organs. According to seasons, well points for the winter, according to pathogenic factor and 5 elements, well points is to expel wind. Next is the string points. In the classic of difficulties, spring points is for the hot sensation of the body to clear heat. Chapter 44 of the spiritual axis, spring points is used when there is a change in the complexion. Spring points in chapter 4 of the spiritual axis, it is used for channel problems together with stream points. In chapter 6 of the spiritual axis, stream points is for yin organ problems together with stream points, spring points of yin channel. According to season, it is used in spring. According to pathogenic factor of 5 elements is to clear heat. Stream points in classic of difficulties for feeling, it is used for feeling of heaviness and joint pain to resolve dampness, painful obstruction syndrome. In chapter 44 of spiritual axis, when there are intermittent symptoms. Chapter 4 of the spiritual axis, stream points is for channel problems together with spring points. Chapter 6 of the spiritual axis for yin organ problems together with spring points of yin channels. According to season, it is used in summer. According to pathogenic factor of 5 elements, it will solve dampness or phlegm. River points. Next is river points. In classic of difficulties, it is used in fog, breathlessness, cough, and hot and cold sensation, cough, asthma. In chapter 44 of spiritual axis, river points is used when voice is affected. In chapter 6 of spiritual axis, for sinews and bones, river joint of the yin channel. According to season, in river points is used in late summer. Next is the sea points. For classic of difficulties, sea points is used for rebellious qi and diarrhea, digestive disorder. In chapter 44 of spiritual axis, sea points is used for stomach diseases. Chapter 4 of the spiritual axis for internal yang organ problems. Dali lang. Chapter 6 of the spiritual axis for skin problems, sea points of yang channels. According to season, it is used in autumn. According to pathogenic factor of 5 elements, it is to expel cold. Thank you for your attention.